Hi guys. Okay, so I had to redo this video because I had to pause the other video so I could sneeze, but I didn't pause. I hit stop, and I'm not to the point where I can mesh videos yet, so um, I'll be redoing this video. So this is my 5 suggestions on what you should know before you start intermittent fasting, or 5 suggestions while intermittent fasting, things of that nature. So let's jump right into it. So the very first one is going to be do your research. You are going to have people who are going to tell you everything under the sun about intermittent fasting, both good and bad. Do your research. Figure out what it is that you want to believe and then do those things. And I know that that sounds like believing in make believe or believing in fiction, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's all life is picking and choosing what you want to believe and living your life that way. So same thing with intermittent fasting. Do your research, figure out what you want to believe, and do that. Yeah, that's it for that one. Number 2, be confident in what you're going to do. Sorry, I lost my page. I don't have my glasses on. Anyway, be confident in your decision. If you do decide to do intermittent fasting, like I said, you're going to get comments from everybody who's going to tell you things, and they're going to say things as if these things are facts and written in stone. They're not going to say these things as if they are opinions and they don't know the actual truth of these things. And of course, that's how the world works. Like, we all have opinions about things and we just swear that those opinions are just the end all be all. And then we tell other people those opinions as if they are facts. And that is how a lot of misinformation gets done. So with intermittent fasting, I cannot tell you guys, what is or is not, facts in the intermittent fasting world. I did exactly what I told you guys to do. I did my research, I picked what I believed, and I went forward with that. So for you guys, like, just be confident in your decision to do intermittent fasting if that's what you guys decide to do. That way, when someone comes around and they tell you, whatever it is that they tell you about it, like, why you're doing it, and you're focused on your goal and your result in your body, because nobody can tell you anything about your body but you. Like, your body more than anybody else, honestly. And I'm not saying don't listen to your doctor. Let me say that again. I am not saying don't listen to your doctor, but you do know your body even better than your doctor does. So listen to your body, which actually is my next point. During intermittent fasting, you will feel an arrangement of different things. During my first couple of days of intermittent fasting, I did get really bad headaches, and I feel like that was a part of me not listening to my body, because I did have the hunger pains, but I pushed through those things, and I felt like, oh well, you're supposed to be hungry, so it is what it is. If you are trying intermittent fasting for the first time and you're trying to do 16-hour fasting, that's the 16 hours with no food in the 8-hour window, so that's 16-8, that's what that's called. If you are trying to do that and your body is telling you no, like, even if you are doing the fasting and you're drinking the water to try to ease the hunger pains and things like that, and you start to feel dizzy, lightheaded, you feel like you just cannot function, you need to eat something. Do not harm yourself trying to jump into 16 hours of fasting. There are people who do 16 hours. There are people who do 24 hours. There are people who go 48 hours and even longer. I'm not about that life. But if you feel like you need to eat something, eat something. If you need to start off with doing 6 hours fasting or 8 hours fasting or whatever window works for you, ease your body into it so that you don't get into a position where you no longer want to do this because it feels so horrible. And those headaches that I had those first couple of days that I did my intermittent fasting when I first started, absolutely ridiculous. Like, I could not function because those headaches were so bad. But after those headaches went away, like, I, started to reap the benefits of intermittent fasting as far as like the energy levels and things like that. So just listen to your body and figure out what works for you. So number 4 suggestion is going to be, and actually I think it's number 5. Yep, we're on number 5. Yay us. So number 5 is going to be, if you are not confident in doing the intermittent fasting and you're not sure if that's something you want to do a trial period. But I definitely suggest doing a trial period of at least 5 days. The reason I say 5 days, I would definitely prefer it be 7 days, but it's not my preference, so whatever. But if it was up to me, I would definitely say 7 days so that you can get the full benefits of it. But if you can't make it 7 days, I definitely suggest 5 days because you need that time frame to be able to get used to the intermittent fasting and how it's going to affect your body. Like I said, my first couple of days were not the absolute best. And after that, I was able to experience, like I said, the greatness of it because my body had gotten used to it after those first, I think, like 2 or 3 days. So had I not waited that time period out, I would have thought that intermittent fasting was horrible and it just wasn't great for me. Sorry guys, my hair is just like, anyway. So yeah, like wait the 5 days, you know what I'm saying, or not wait, but do your intermittent fasting for 5 days so that you can at least experience it and see how you feel with intermittent fasting. Now, this one's kind of a freebie. So there are people who are going to tell you that intermittent fasting does not work for losing weight, and the only reason that you're losing weight is because of a calorie deficit. In my opinion, with my experience, that's not true. I have done intermittent fasting and I did not go on a calorie deficit. There was not times where I went, and counted all my calories and made sure that I was like 500 below where I should have been or any of those things. And completely honest, I counted my calories for like the first couple of days, but I never counted them to be in a deficit. Like I just counted them because I was curious to know how much I was eating in a day. And I still lost weight. So, and again, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. So, if you feel like you need to go in a calorie deficit to be able to lose the weight, then that's fine. But like I said, I didn't, and I lost the weight. So, there's that. Anyway, so I'm going to let you guys go. I don't think there's anything else. Just do your research, figure out what works for you. If you want to do intermittent fasting, go in confidently. If you're not too sure about it, then, do a trial period. Find like-minded people. But of course, find like-minded people who are literally like-minded people and not people who are just doing the same thing you're doing, but people who can actually help you in your journey. And that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go and I'm gonna head out so that I can go and try to get some sleep. But thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, just comment below and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. Like I said, if I do answer any questions, it'll be in my personal experience. It won't be in any type of facts or the doctor says type situation. It'll just be me personally. Anyway, so you guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye.